Hey, welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Jennings Insurance Group. And we are lucky enough to have our good friend Becky Jennings sitting here right with us to tell us a little bit about, we've got a lot of stuff going on, because I know that in the social media I've seen a lot of posts of people saying, why am I still getting calls about the open enrollment? And I thought the open enrollment was over. So can you guide us a little bit, give us some of your knowledge, your insurance knowledge on this on this subject?
You know, it's a little bit of a sore subject, just so you know, but what happens is every year, October 15th through December 7th is actually the annual enrollment period for Medicare. Mm-hmm. And what a lot of people don't know is there's other enrollment times throughout the year. There's special enrollment periods for people who move or become eligible for Medicaid. But another enrollment period that's out there that's available is January 1st to March 31st is what's called the open enrollment period, as opposed to the annual enrollment period. And if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan, you have an opportunity to make one more change during that 3-month period.
Okay.
So let's say you get on a plan and you find out somebody's not in your network or the benefits aren't what you thought they were, whatever it is.
That gives you that one more opportunity.
You just get this one more opportunity.
Okay.
The problem with that is there are a lot of people who are what we refer to as bad actors in the industry that understand that there's this enrollment period time, and they will sometimes unscrupulously enroll people into other plans during that time, knowing once they enroll, now they're stuck in that plan for the whole rest of the year.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And so it's a real problem because a lot of people, they'll answer the phone, they'll have a conversation with somebody, their plan gets switched. A couple weeks later, they get new plan material and they're like, wait, I didn't change my plan.
Yeah, and then they're stuck in that, right?
Well, potentially. If there is a situation like that for you and you did not intend to enroll, or you believe that you were enrolled maybe not necessarily, well, it could be fraudulently, but you were enrolled without your knowledge. There are steps that you can take with Medicare where you can file a complaint, get back to your old plan, things like that. There's a process for it.
Yeah.
We help people with this all the time, whether you're our client or not. We will assist you if that has happened to you. And so it's really a good idea to understand that that's why those calls are continuing to happen. That's why you can get switched and not really even realize it, because these are the things that happen. So the question is, what do you do to stop these calls?
Yeah.
You know, how can you do that? Well, there are some people who will change a setting on their phone. If you're not in the contacts, you can't be called by by anybody except who's in your. We see that a lot of times. People who are in the beginning stages of dementia, sometimes their family members will set that, do that setting on their phone.
Yeah.
But for people who don't want to do that, there's a process. We'll be announcing some workshops that we'll be doing on how you can actually help Medicare and other beneficiaries maybe slow this down. So the point is what you want to do is, first thing you need to do is get on the do not call list. If you're already on the do not call list, you can, or you're not sure, you can get online and you can put your phone number in and it'll tell you if you're on the registry or not. If you're not, do that first. That's the first step that you need to take. The next thing that you need to do is file a complaint. Now, a lot of people think that they can file a complaint with Medicare and that will fix it. That does not fix it. All that does is Medicare's like, okay, thanks for letting us know, and there's really not much recourse. Then the thing that you need to do is then there's a process for filing a complaint with the FCC. Now, some people will say, well, this is just going to be wasting my time. In fact, if enough people will file enough complaints, it actually can change that. We saw it with like car warranties and home warranties. Remember when you used to get bazillion calls? You don't get all those calls near as much as you used to. And part of the reason is because so many people filed so many complaints, they ended up with huge charges or penalties, and they had to pay a lot of fines. So keep an eye out. We will be announcing those workshops. We will give you you step-by-step instructions. We'll help you, show you how to get on the do not call registry. How do you file the complaint? What all that takes. And so we're very excited about that. And we as an industry, the people who really are trying to help our seniors, really do want those complaints filed, and we want the calls stopped.
Yeah. Now, I would say probably for most people, at least for me, if something like that were to happen, if I were to get a phone call, I would just pick up the phone and call Jennings Insurance Group and go, okay, so you guys are doing my insurance. What do I need to do?
Yes.
And then you could help me and be like, no, this is something that you need to do, or this is something that you don't need to do.
Yeah, and the other thing too is we will help you with that. And the other thing too is sometimes you see those ads so much, or you get so many phone calls that you're just at some point you're like, well, I got to pick up the phone. Like you can only ignore it for so long.
You're like, maybe they really do need something.
Yeah, maybe I'm missing something, or maybe I should be in that other plan, or whatever it is. But you need to trust the process. If you reviewed your benefits and you went over everything with someone who is really licensed and contracted with many carriers, especially if they're a local person that you can walk in their office and talk to them, most likely they looked at all the benefits and all the things you're concerned about, and you need to trust that you're on the plan you should be on.
Yeah.
But if you didn't go over your plan, or if you do believe you made a mistake, or if something does change for you in this first quarter, you've got that opportunity if you need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, where can people find Jennings Insurance Group and get more information, and just to find out about maybe some of your programs and things that you have going on?
So we'll be adding all those to our website and our social media pages, and you'll be able to go on there and look and see when we will have events, and we'll continue to announce those. You can call us, you can shoot us an email, info@jenningsinsurancegroup.com. There's all kinds of ways, and you can just walk into our office. At any given time, there's going to be a number of people in our office who can help you as well.
Absolutely. I love it. Keeping you safe, keeping you informed on all of the insurance comings and goings. Thank you so much, Becky, for being on the show.
It's good to see you.
And we have more Happy Hour coming up right after this.